Happy Friday. This is Heidi Fish, and I wanted to share with you some reflecting I've been doing on how to up-level your brand and your leadership and just kind of go to that next level. I've been really reflecting on this a lot lately, like what does up-level mean and how do you do that? Because if you just want to become that new person, that next level version of yourself, it doesn't happen by just thinking about it. Yes, thinking about it is important, but you have to come up with a plan on the ways that you can up level. So these are the things that I came up with for me personally, and it's gonna be different for everyone, but I just wanted to share them in case it helps someone go to that next level in their life. There are 8 things, and I'm gonna whip through them pretty fast. So the first one is consistency. Consistency in how you're showing up on social media, consistency in how you're treating any type of side gig as a business versus a hobby. You have to be consistently showing up. You can't decide for a couple months that you're going to go back to the old version of you. You really have to. And this is not to say that you're not going to have bad days, but you learn how to get out of those funks faster so that you can be consistent. Kind of tied into that, number 2 is how are you showing up? And I really struggled for a long time, like, do I need to show up on social media like in full hair and makeup and be this like done up version of myself? And no, I don't think you have to do that. But I think there's a difference between sitting around in your pajamas all day not showering and taking a shower and putting on something that you feel comfortable in. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Video, right? So just really showing up. Like, are you showing up every day in your life? Or are you just kind of pretending that your existence doesn't matter? Because it does matter, and the world needs you to show up. Number 3 is your messaging, and if you're selling a product or a service, or you really stand for some movement, are you bold in that message on your social media and when you're talking to people, or are you just kind of hiding it because you're afraid of what people are going to think of you? If you truly want to get to that next level, you need to be very clear and bold and have that rock solid belief in what you're doing or selling. That was number 3. Number 4 is pouring belief into people and having higher expectations. Like, if you see greatness in someone, tell them. And if you're in kind of a mentor type role with that person, ask permission and ask if you can tell them the greatness that you see in them. And setting that expectation and pouring that belief into them is going to help them get to that whole nother level. But it can be uncomfortable and scary to say those things to people. And that's why it requires you to be this higher version of yourself, an up-level leader, in order to pour that into people versus just saying, yeah, good job. Like, no, what do you really see in them? Number 5 is taking a look at your brand. What does your brand really assess? What message are you sending with your brand, and who are you attracting with your brand? My brand previously was very self-love driven, which I think is super important, and I've been working on that for years. But I've just gotten to this place in my journey where I feel very confident in my love for myself and my worthiness. Yes, I still have bad days. I'm still human. But I want to go to that next level. Like, I want to be attracting someone that is a strong leader and already believes in themselves, rather than attracting people who are in a really difficult place and need to work on self-love. Like, I send that person that's in that place so much love, and I am happy to send resources to that person and pour love into them. But ideally, for where I'm at in my life, I want to be attracting that next level person. And that brand is not going to be self-love. It's going to be like bold boss babe leadership. So look at your brand. What are you communicating and attracting with your brand? Number 6, up-level your network. Who are the people you are surrounding yourself with? Who are those close friends? Who are the circles of people? Do they need upgrading? That can be kind of a hard assessment, but really think about that. Are you just going to, like mommy hangout things, which again, there's nothing wrong with that. I am and was that person. Or are you going to places where you're going to be attracting and connecting with the next leader, or really up-level person that's going to help you grow? Are you putting yourself in those situations to meet those types of people? Number 7 is up-leveling your affirmations. I am all about affirmations, and I write them out at least 10 every day, and a lot of them were very self-love based. And now I'm focusing them on more of who the leader I am stepping into and want to be seen as, and the people I want to attract. So make sure that your affirmations are up-leveling you, that they're speaking higher greatness into you. And then lastly, study that thing that you want to be better at, whether it's leadership or branding yourself. Like, make sure that you're consuming and applying knowledge. Consumption without integration leads to frustration. I love that saying. Consumption without integration leads to frustration. So don't just consume knowledge, figure out how you can apply it and integrate it into your life. So happy Friday, and I would love to know, what are you going to do to up-level to the best version of you, or to up-level your leadership? Have a great weekend.